Lara, glad to see you're still with us. The invaders are spread all over the valley, but we're pushing back where we can. If you can lend a hand, you're always welcome. We know we can trust you.
Someone else was attacking Trinity in the darkness beneath the cathedral. Could it be the Deathless One Sophia spoke of? And if so, what part do they have to play in all of this? I have so many questions. But for now, I'm just relieved. Jonah's alive. I should have known he'd come looking for me. And thank God Jacob's people found him before he ran afoul of Trinity. I never wanted him to follow me into danger. But I have to admit, I'm happy he's here now. The hilt of an ancient dagger. Blade's gone, but it's a femur of some sort. Almost certainly human. Perhaps it's some sort of ritual object.
We are no match for Trinity. They are the ones that drove our forefathers out of the Empire, and now they have come to finish the job. We are a broken remnant of a once holy people. Only our cause remains. I do not believe in my heart that we can defeat them, but I know that we can die trying, and that God and the Prophet could ask no more.
Lara, I'd like to examine the Atlas if you're ready.
I've got it here. I'm on my way soon.
Just keep it safe until then. We'll be waiting.
Rivka joined the Prophet because her husband, a Rus nobleman, was a believer. When he died on the journey north, she stayed with the Prophet, pondering what her place was amongst the believers. When she saw the valley, she knew she had found her purpose. She dreamed what Kitezh could be. She laid those dreams out to be built. It is because of Rivka that Kitezh became not just beautiful, but livable.
Rivka, the architect. An ivory jar. It looks like it was carved from a single tusk. A simple thing, but the level of detail in the carving is impressive.
The dead choke the rivers. Our children's blood is spilled on the valley floor. We live, but with what? Our city entombed? Our sons and daughters murdered? Is it courage to go on? or madness. Those who fell know peace. Now, when will we?
It's a bathhouse. Was it flooded deliberately?
We cannot leave our children to rot beneath the sun. But there are too many graves to dig, and the earth is hard. What need have we for leisure now? This place, like so many others, will never ring with laughter again. We have made the whole world a tomb. The dead shall rest. We owe them that much.
So many dead. What happened here? No sign of other violence. Should be able to move that boat. Must be a way to get in there. Did it. Damn. It's not gonna stay. Must be some way of keeping it in place. Yes. Another drain, but no winch. last of them. Laid out for burial. A mass grave. One appears to be an instruction manual for mountaineering.
This valley has given us all we need to survive and flourish. But it did not give those gifts willingly. Towering cliffs of rock and ice made traversing our lands treacherous in the best of times. Our city now has roads and paths, bridges and walkways. But in the early days, we had only our hands, rope, and simple tools. More than a few of us died, scaling the inhospitable heights. But now we have learned to cross the face of these cliffs, as if we were born to it. Learn from our trails, and the pull of the earth will never hold you down.
A scroll case. Inlaid with ivory and gems. Interesting. It's been altered with this rough strap of leather, and it's been used to store plants. Some of the words have been scratched out, but it seems to be pointing towards something.
The water won't be safe to drink. Not until we clean the corpses out upriver.
Suppose there's always the old cisterns.
If Trinity finds a way to block our access to them, we're gonna have a problem on our hands.
Greetings. You didn't have to risk your life to fight with us, but you did. You won't find wolves on this side of the valley. We've made sure of that. We thought the catacombs below the tower would be safe. If it wasn't for you, we would have been buried.
Hello there. No need for formalities, Lara Croft. You've earned our trust. Many of our people worked the mines for the Soviets. Even after we drove them out, they died of a strange sickness. We heard what you did at the old tower. It would seem there's a reason you're here in this valley, after all. Nothing like this happens on accident.
Hello there.
Hello there. The smoke from the fires spooked the animals around the valley, but the deer seem to be returning. You've seen the mine by the old Soviet facility? Many of our people died there. Trinity is still there, in the upper village. We'll have to organize a raid. Let them know whose land this is.
I know what you did up at the tower. Thank you.
There's a white wolf out there. I've never seen her myself, but I've heard she's only out at night. When I was young, there was a boy who liked to explore. Last anyone saw of him was when he went down below the cathedral. You were lucky.
Greetings. I saw you in battle, when they first took the upper village. We're lucky to have you on our side. You've seen those totems around some of the caves? Be careful around those places. The Soviets never learned the secrets of the valley, but Trinity knows exactly what they're looking for. That alone makes them more dangerous.
Way to get past. Careful. There must be a way to rotate the platform. An old ring, tied to a leather thong to create a loop. They had no need of jewelry. Subtle, but effective. Have to find a way to raise the cart. A pair of gambling dice. Common thing for soldiers, but these are a little more opulent than most. Hold on. This one has 6 on most of the faces. It worked. Glad it's still standing.
The wealth of this valley continues to reveal itself like a flower in bloom. Every year, new buildings rise from the wilderness. We have produced a generation of artisans, astronomers, and philosophers that rival anything back west. But with any great city comes crime and rot. Many thought we should have put these sinners to death, but the prophet would not hear of it. He believes all men can be healed, and so we keep them alive, teach them through hardship and scripture. I do not share the prophet's faith that they can be redeemed, but at least they will serve the city and those they wronged.
Detailing the Byzantine knowledge of mining and metalwork.
The soil in this valley is not the rich, black earth of your fertile homeland. The bones of these mountains are not the gentle hills you roamed as children. We are in a new land, and we must learn the language of the stones. Beneath our feet, the sharp rocks hide glittering veins of ore, gold, and chromite, which, when mixed with other alloys, creates a steel that shines like silver.